Alright everyone, we are back. And up here, I'm going to go ahead and wire this thing. Try. So, we'll tilt it kind of this way. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the light so that you can actually see it. Okay. Now, oops. Let's see here. Hold on a moment. Okay, so here we are. Got our motor here. We haven't mounted it yet, obviously, because well, we wanted to do the wiring. So pull the top off. That's easy enough. And shim this thing in place here. Not up there to kind of block the light there a little bit. Okay, trying to get comfortable up here. Okay, so got the wiring here. White, red, green. Black. Okay. Now, some conflicting things here. One of them says when you run the, let's see if I can find it here. Feed the 2-wire Romex into the handi-box. Okay, I'm assuming this is the handi-box right here. Here, begin wiring the fan by opening up the handi-box. So here's the handi-box right here. It says feed the 2-wire into the handi-box using the included wire nuts. Tie the black wires together for high speed, the red wires together for low speed. Tie the remaining white neutral wires together. Tie your bare copper. Okay. A Romex 2 does not have 3 wires. Romex 2's got two on the ground. The picture is showing 3 Romex 14.3. I'm actually going to be using 12 just because I like to overdo things. So I got a 12.3 Romex 12.3. The picture says 14.3, but down here it says run feed the 2-wire Romex into the handi-box. So that's wrong. That's not right. So go with the picture, not with what it says, I'm thinking. So I got a thing of Romex 3-wire here. So I'm going to go ahead and feed it into the handi-box, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see, feed the I'm just going to change that. Feed the 3-wire Romex into the handi-box using the included wire nuts. Tie the black wires together for high speed. Tie the red wires together for low speed. Tie the remaining white neutral wires together. Tie your bare copper wires and green ground wires together. Okay, so, and it's even got a little 13B figure. It shows 14.3 going in there. Right down here, I'm sorry. It shows 14.3, 3 wires going in, 4 wires going in. So that's what we're going to do. It says something about take off the wire nuts within the handi-box, unscrew the green ground wire from the handi-box, okay. Detach the green ground wire from the power cord. remove the power cord, reattach the ground screw, cut your green ground wire in half, and strip both sides. So they're saying cut this in half and strip both the sides. So they want to keep one grounded, one coming out of the motor, and they want to cut it in half and strip both sides. Okay, I can do that. I hope the instructions are correct on the rest of this, because they definitely weren't correct on that earlier part. So yeah, I can do that. I can get behind that. We'll go ahead and we'll secure that green ground wire like it says. We detached it. Okay, that's tight. Is that tight? It doesn't feel tight. Why doesn't it feel tight? Screwdriver that doesn't really fit. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go with the instructions on this, even though they've already shown me that they're not too carefully done. Okay, I have done that. Now okay, you feed this into there, and then okay, I'm going to cut this in half like they said. So here we go. Hope they know what they're talking about. You go ahead and strip both sides. Alright. Okay. Ground wires cut in half and stripped. Okay. Now, so ground wire coming up from the motor, ground wire that's grounded, both I cut it in half and stripped both ends. Now I got two ground wires, and then red, white, and black coming out of there. Okay. So it says to go ahead and feed the 3-wire Romex into the handy box using the included wire nuts. Okay. Tie the black wires together for high speed, tie the red wires together for low speed, tie the remaining white neutral wires together, tie your bare copper wires and green ground wires together, and it gives us the thing. So a schematic there. Okay. Sorry. There we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that just like it says. So give me a second. I'm going to peel back the wire a little bit from this. Hold on, you don't really need to see that. Hold on a second. Okay, so I went ahead and fed the line through here, stripped the different wires, and so I'm going to go ahead and do it like it says. I'm going to go ahead and connect the two common white wires together with the wing nut here. Okay. Comforting. Felt like a spider just crawled on my back. Nice. Okay. Gonna go ahead and connect the red wires together. Ooh. Okay, gonna go ahead and connect black wires together. Alright. There we go. And go ahead and connect the 3 grounds together because we split the 1 green in half, right? Okay, so, and the ground bare wire coming in. Okay, so sorry if you can't see this very well. Just connecting the 3 grounds together. So here we go. Okay. Little fellas. Okay. And there we go. So that one actually gave me a little bit of trouble. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of tape on that. So hold on a moment, we'll be right back. Alright, got that all wired and taped, so we're just going to kind of shove it in there. Get in there. Okay, so we're shoving it all in there pretty good, and we're just going to go ahead and secure that. Alrighty. Okay, so that's secured. Now, important to note, I didn't have any power going to that or anything. In fact, I got it connected to this spool right here. So it's brand new taut. Pretty careful with electricity. I've been electrocuted. Sorry. I have been shocked, I should say. Electrocuted means you've been killed by electricity, if I remember right. So there's that. I'm going to move this back over to where I can string it up. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure. Hold on a second. Yes, okay, so got this wired up. So I just need to connect my 12-2. I'm using 12 instead of 14. I like to overdo things. So when I connect my 12-2 to a power source, then I will run the 14-3 from the motor and the 12-2 from the power source, and I will run them down inside of a wall to where my my outlet box is for my timer and my switch. Okay, so I'm not hooking up the power source yet. I'm basically just going to treat it like I already have it. I'm gonna hook it up to the power after I wire it to everything else. So okay, so I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna set this up, and then I'll kind of show you how to do that, and then so I'm gonna move this over there. So we'll be right back. Okay, everyone, we're back. Got this set up here, not over there. Want to do is tilt a little bit that way, and then we're going to go ahead and we've got it, put it on a floor jack or a car jack here. I have no idea how people are attaching this thing, you know, while they're holding it. There's just no way. So I got this car jack. It's kind of bounced kind of precariously there, but I'm going to go ahead and jack it up, and then when I get to the height that I want, then I'm going to go ahead and screw in the straps. I have no idea how they're doing that without doing something like this. So I just got this up here, got a good base for it, put it kind of where I wanted. I kind of want it tilted that way. Pull this up, pull that into it, and yeah, I should be good to go. But I don't know how people are doing this without, I mean, they're like, okay, the instructions are like, yeah, just put it up there. I haven't seen anyone actually do this, so this is my plan. I might even start doing a little bit here, just so let's see if it actually works or not. Yep, so there we go. Get a little bit higher. So yeah, it's going to work. So I'm going to maintain a hold on it with one hand while I rotate the jack with another, which is not ideal, but it's all I got. I'm not going to ask my wife to come up here in this mess and hold this steady so I can jack this up faster. So I'm going to do that, and we'll be back. And yeah, this is actually a practical way to lift this thing by yourself, and not just magically say, oh, and there it is, there it's done. So hopefully this actually helps people out there, instead of just saying like, hey, use magic and attach it, and then you do the next step and the next step. Well, how do you do that step? This is how I came up with how to do this step. Anyway, so I hope this helps. We'll be back. Alright, so we jacked it up pretty high, and I'll show you if I can even do this, how one would actually go about attaching this without help and stuff like that. So one hand in it, and then there. So practically, instead of just saying use magic and snap your fingers, practically get a jack. Get I don't know, milk crates and boards, and stack them up. A jack works really well. Don't just tell me, yeah, attach it. Okay, great. Practically, how do I do that? Well, this is how you do it, okay? I really hope that helped, because I was racking my brain trying to figure out how I was going to do this, hold up this heavy fan while I attach those things. And just, yeah, this works great. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and attach the other one on the other side, and we'll be back. There, so we attached it. Now I can take the jack down and go ahead and attach this, the whatchamacallit, man, it's getting late and I'm getting tired. the tubing, the ducting, attach that to this. Then I can do the wiring. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the jack, get that out of the way, and we'll be right back. Alright, so got the jack out of there. It seems to be hanging pretty good. I'm not supposed to have that rocking there, but it does, so whatever. Gonna go ahead and hook up the ducting to it. So we'll just drag that over here, I guess. I'm not sure how to really go about this. It was difficult to get it onto there. There's no like handhold on the ducting, so you just kind of gotta pull it over, I guess. Exactly. Anyway, I'm going to work on that. I think I might need to pull some excess over the strap that I have. Pull it over the strap, and that will give me a little bit more room to work with over here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll be right back. Okay, having pulled the ducting off of the motor to get it back on there, and now seeing I probably should have reattached it before I put this up here. So I'm not sure how. There's no, you can't really grab hold of this thing. So, and it's not like it just slips right on there. It's a tight fit. So like I'm having a hard time figuring out how. You can't grip it. There's nowhere to grip this thing to pull it on, and if you have your thumb inside, well, you can't pull it over because your thumb's in the way, and it's a very tight fit. Once again, instead of magically snapping my fingers and saying we just put it on there, I would recommend not putting this up here and trying to put it on before you have it hanging. So I think I have a solution. On the inside of this, you can kind of grab and pull. There's like a little lip on the inside of this. So I'm going to take the guard off the front of this. That will enable me to reach through the fan blade. This thing is completely unhooked up to power. It will enable me to reach through the fans, between the fan blades, hook my fingers into this, and hopefully pull it onto this. I don't know how else to go about this other than taking the whole thing off of there, attaching it, and then going from there. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to take the guard off the front of this, and then I'm going to go ahead and try and reach through the fan blades and try and pull this thing on there like that, because shoot, yeah, it's super tight, and there's nothing to hold on to. Unless I like, thinking if I drilled through this and put some screws in here that I could maybe hold on to and manipulate it, I might try that. But, and then just re-tape over those holes after I do it. But I think I'm going to try taking off the guard on the front first, so we'll be back. Okay, so I took the guard off the front, and I'm going to try hold this up here, work my way around to the front, and try and push my hand, put my hand through here, and guide it onto there. Okay. If I can get the top. Shoot. Let's see. All right. Okay. no. Okay. Now. Okay, so come on. Shoot. So dang it. I have no idea how to line up these holes. I'm just going to try and hopefully I can get enough on this. Oh, come on, no. Don't do this to me. Oh, no. Oh, dang it. Oh. Okay, so that worked. I just need to, so just need to line up that hole and get it in there. So we're going to do that. It works. So you saw it. I had it. I just need to be a little bit more patient. I don't know if we have enough time. I'm here to show you me doing it, but that is how I'm going to do it. I'm not just going to say snap your fingers and it'll happen. It's not going to be easy, but I think I can get it that way. So we'll be back. Okay, so a few minutes into it, maybe like 5 minutes, I got one to go, and then it went into the same hole pretty much. And then I'm just drilling, since I can't do the very top one again. I'm gonna go ahead and do about 3/4, about quarter. So I'm basically just switching. So I'm drilling new holes in 3 other locations. So I did this one here, got one here. I'm gonna do one over on that kind of the top side there, and lower over here on the back side there. So it is working. I recommend that you pre-drill holes. This is some tough stuff. So yes, it actually is working. It's not magic. So I'll be doing the other 2 of those the same method. I'll be drilling a hole, and then I will be using these little metal screws to finish connecting this to this. Okay, we'll be back. Okay. Alright folks, well, I'm beat for the day. Wrecked. It's a pretty difficult project by yourself. Almost done. I just got the wiring into the box and stuff left. That should be easy, but I'm just beat. It's like 10:30. I'm tired. So we're gonna do our last thing probably tomorrow or the next day, whatever. Anyway, you won't really know because it'll all be in a series anyway. So anyway, thanks for watching up to this point, and we're gonna finish the wiring next time I see you. Okay, bye.